Good morning, guys. Today is the final day of VidCon. I'm really sad about it. But on a different note, it feels like it's gonna rain, which would be awesome. But we're headed over to the expo hall real quick. Then we're gonna jump over to a panel and jump over to a million other panels. And yeah, I'm excited. You guys, we found a ball pit. We're going in. Go, go, go. Oh. Okay.
Oh, this is good.
This is good. I'm stuck.
This is why there are floaties in here.
Okay, I found the ground.
Okay, cool. Oh, it's not gonna get in.
Yeah!
Oh, wow.
Good job. I just bought a jacket from Canon. It's really nice and fancy. And now we have a bag for our candy later. We just got some Pop-Tarts. Look how cute they are. They're like they're supposed to be 2 flavors, but Christiana said there's nothing on the other side. I think it's vanilla. I don't know. Now that your ears are wrecked and ours are too, I don't know what we're gonna do next. We're just wandering around the expo hall because I don't know if we're gonna be able to come back here before they are closed. So we're enjoying it. And our Pop-Tarts. We're at a panel now. There's 1,000 people here. Look at it. Way in the back. So hopefully we'll be able to see. And
People are being aggressive now.
yeah.
Also, this is behind us.
Jojo Siwa's dad and brother.
I feel like now I'm more creative. I think outside the box, and I have a story to tell now in each video. I'd say.
For me, I hit puberty, which helped a lot. And then also, I think, kind of like what Elle was saying, I just kind of found out what the point of me being there was. Because before it was just really random and just talking about things, and you know, nothing really made sense. But now there's a thread that is, you know, kind of throughout all my videos now.
Yeah, I think storytelling is huge. Before it was just like really random, and now I feel like each video at least like taking people on a bit of a journey, and that's something that I strive to do. It just makes it more enjoyable to watch.
Getting it. Hey, you guys, we're back at this little lounge place. We got more coffee because it's so freaking good. And yesterday when we were here, I wrote a note on a napkin for the barista telling him it was like the best smoke I ever had and like thanking him and stuff. I also signed with my YouTube channel. And I left it up there. And we came back today and there's like a whole pile of notes on napkins that people wrote. So I feel cool when I started that. And I'm also burning my tongue, but it's great.
Also, it's fantastic.
I told you it was. She didn't get a mocha last time, now she knows.
The drink I had last time was good too, so.
So good. So we just got done with a panel that was really cool, but probably boring for you guys, so I didn't film it. Now we're in another lounge. This place is crazy. There's a DJ and like food. Is this just like open for grabs? Cause what? What?
I think so. I mean, people are just like, it's America.
This is so great. They have like fruit and chips and like candy and apple juice. Heck yeah. Where have we been? Why were we not here before? I'm so confused.
This is the last day.
This is great. Hey you guys, we're headed, well actually we just went to the hotel. Now we're headed back and we got our nails done by, what was her name?
It's Miss Handley.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Destiny.
Destiny Handley.
So you can go look her up on YouTube. She has a YouTube channel. And now we are going to go to the creator keynote. That's what it's called. Also it's windy, so I apologize.
Also got my arm painted.
Oh yeah. But we're headed to the keynote and we might go to the expo hall one last time before, if we have enough time. I know, I'm sad.
How is this the last day?
I don't know, it's crazy. Wait, where are we? This isn't the way we normally go. You guys, we made it up to the Anaheim Ballroom. Is that what it's called? The ballroom for the creator keynote. So, you know that means this is the end of VidCon. This is like one of the last things that we do. Sort of. And we got a bunch more candy. Just like tons of Maltesers. Tons and tons of them.
Hello! How's everybody doing today? I know it's the last day of VidCon and we're kind of tired and runneth over and dry and crispy, but please stay with me. Thank you. Can I get some applause for this custom dress though? Like, you guys, okay, all right. Thank you. So, I have grown up with YouTube. I'm 25 now. I made my first video in 2007. It's been 11 years, y'all. Thank you. Yeah, you guys can clap for that.
Hi. My name is Markipler. I'm from the YouTube channel Markipler. You may know me from the meme. Yeah. So they asked me to come on the stage to talk to you about my sources of motivation, what inspires me to keep going as a creator. And when I tried to condense the encyclopedic knowledge that I have in my head about what drives me in a 5-minute speech, it really came down to a very simple idea, a thought that goes through my head all the time, something I think about a lot. And that's simply, how is this story going to end? How is my channel going to end? I think about that. How many of you have uploaded videos, YouTube channels of your own, stuff like that? Okay, imagine that YouTube suddenly decided to change their algorithm and it was gone. Terrifying. Just gone. All that hard work just gone. I think about it. And it's a scary thought, but trust me when I say, thinking about the possible end of my channel has been the single greatest source of motivation in my entire life. Because I started YouTube for one very simple reason. And that's because I didn't like myself. I didn't like who I was. I hated the fact that I drifted through life and allowed myself to passively get to a point where I wasn't in control. And where I was at the time was lying in a hospital bed after they had just ripped a tumor out from my stomach. And I was sitting there, and the only thing I could possibly imagine was myself 50 years in the future, looking back at everything that I'd done, all of the regrets that I had, all the choices that I had passively just tossed aside. And I hated it. I didn't like who I was. I didn't like that ending. But the realization that it existed, that it wasn't a possibility, not that it could happen, but that was going to happen if I didn't make a choice, was the most freeing moment of my life. And I made a choice. I made a choice that I was going to be the type of person that took the risk, that was willing to lose out on something that I already had. And it may not have worked. It may not have worked. It may have failed. I didn't even start with YouTube. I started with trying to write a book, trying to make video games, trying to make a comic, trying to do art. All of them failed. I landed on YouTube and finally found something that could be something bigger than what I was. And fast forward a few years, and suddenly I've got a following. I've got a fan base. I've got people that are watching my videos. I've got people that look up to me for inspiration. And suddenly, I think about myself again, that ending that I imagined. The old man looking back on his life with regret. And it was impossible. There was no way. I had something that I could never regret. I had something great. I had something special. And this, thank you. And this may all seem very poetic for what amounts to me making videos about a bathtub full of mashed potatoes, but I don't look at making videos as just making videos. I look at it as pages of my life. If this is a story and there is an ending, then these videos that I'm putting out every single day, they're a little piece of myself. They're a piece of you. When you make something, it can be anything besides videos. It can be literally anything. You're making something and you're taking a part of yourself and you're molding it and you're looking at it and you're reflecting at it. And then you just let it go to the world. And it exists. And then you move on. And as you do this day by day, you slowly build who you are. And the ending, you know it's gonna happen. Like, I'm not talking about life, but if my channel only had a year left, and hopefully I've got a few years left after that, but if my channel only had a year left, I would make that the best year of my entire life. And I want you to not be afraid. I want you to never, ever be afraid that just because something's good, you know, it will end. Accept it, the realization of that. And then work every single day to try to change it.
But I thought I am on this VidCon stage in front of so many people. Oh my God. So I thought I would dive into my metrics and ruin my day so that I could empower all of you. Okay, it's the least I could do. Okay? So, thank you. So, of everybody that you've seen today during this creator keynote on this stage, when you factor in that I've been on YouTube for almost 10 years, I am happy to report that I have the slowest growth and the least number of subscribers. But here we are, you know? Wonders never cease. But here we are in 2018, you know, uploading, I think the number is like 300 hours of video to YouTube a minute. And I think that we have taken that for granted. I was talking to a brand recently, and they said that someone with 100,000 followers was a micro-influencer. They used the word micro. And excuse me, but there has never been a time in human history where one regular person could sit in their bedroom, press a button, and reach 100 people, let alone 100,000 fellow human beings. There is nothing micro about that. When I was growing up, I thought I would have to work on a movie set to reach the masses. I thought I would have to work with Oprah and make millions of middle-aged white women cry at daytime television. Or I thought I would have to grow up and write hilarious episodes of Living Single to reach the masses. And if you don't know what Living Single is, it's on Hulu. Thank me later, okay? So I want to reassure you all here, because we're creators, and you can use me as an example that in the long run, super long run, okay, just trust me though, that quality will always trump quantity. In the grand scheme of things, I am just one girl living in Austin, Texas, who talks to herself a lot, and I only record it sometimes. But I get emails that start out like, hey, I'm old enough to be your granny, but I appreciate the way you make me laugh every once in a while, because I'm not consistent on YouTube. I get messages that say, hey, me and my sister watch your videos while she's sitting for her chemotherapy, and it makes a really tough time a lot easier to manage. And of course, every once in a while I get comments like, yes, queen, my queen has uploaded Slay, I live, I stand. And those are from the cute 15-year-old boys somewhere that watch my videos. Hello. There is nothing micro about any of those people. And I think about how wild it is that some of y'all have found me on the internet. I think about how wild it is that Beyonce found my Lemonade review and decided to play it on her world tour. Thank you. I like to think that it was actually Blue Ivy that held up her Wednesday iPad and said, look, Mom, this is funny. But I don't know, I stand before y'all today sharing a stage with some of the most creative, impactful, and original people on the internet. And when I was growing up, that sentence was not possible for me to say. So there's nothing micro about that. There's nothing micro about any of us in this room. So please remember that.
So, this is only getting harder, and that's bad. Because I don't just think that independent creators are one of the most valuable assets of the internet, I think they are the most valuable asset of the internet. I think that independent creators the most valuable thing that YouTube has, and if this becomes an unachievable goal, that is a very bad thing for YouTube. And I've been saying for years, platforms should find ways to help beyond just like the algorithm, just do what it says, I guess. And here's a platform to put stuff, and if you find an audience, good job, that's what we provide. Thank you for coming to VidCon and sharing your insights with us and being a part of this. You're great.
Hey you guys, so my battery's about to die, but we just finished up with the keynote, which was really good, usually is. And now we're gonna run over to, what's it called? The Night of Awesome or something?
Night of Awesome.
It's where all the community people probably are right now. First we gotta get down this escalator that everyone's going on.
Look at that.
What? Look at that.
An outdoor hangout area. If we were good enough, they would let us use.
If we were good enough?
If we were good enough.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Also we realized that we haven't eaten any food, so we don't have time for that.
It's a very exciting life we live.
So shout out to FameBit for feeding us a little bit, like chips and candy. Well, we went to the Night of Awesome thingy briefly after some confusion about location and lack of communication. It was boring, so we left. We were like, I don't even know what they were doing, but I was like, this is not worth.
Yeah, I watched a little bit on the live stream.
Yeah.
And it was also
And there's
boring.
another thing happening, so we figured we'd go to that instead, but we're not headed there yet. Just for, like, just in a minute we'll go there, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. So, going to the expo hall right before the end of VidCon was a great idea. Look at all this stuff. They're throwing us stuff, giving us stuff.
Shred.
We got a giant box of cereal.
I'm a living ad for blasted shreds. I can't help it.
What the heck? And like all kinds of stuff. We're going. Let's go. We're back up here for the reception. There's alcohol.
I think we're coming from the wrong
There's
side.
food. Mostly alcohol though. I'm underaged.
I'm not.
So we're headed back to the hotel right now, and we're right by the Marriott, which is
It's
where.
so loud.
Yeah, it's really loud, but this is right where the where TANACON was supposed to be yesterday and today, and I think tomorrow as well. And they shut it down yesterday, which you guys probably heard about. Maybe, I don't know. And then today there's signs up that say like no access. They're not even letting anyone in. Obviously, it has been canceled like altogether. And there's literally girls out there crying.
Yeah, like
They're,
crying on the street, like
bent over, like sobbing.
Yeah. Just like totally heartbroken.
Guys, we're going to the Twix prom now, and we've changed into our twin outfits. I mean, we've been wearing twin outfits the whole time, but these are our twin Twix prom outfits. And I don't actually know how to get in because they keep changing how they do everything here. But we're gonna go find it, check it out, and then go back and go
to the prom.
and sleep. The pram.
Is weird. Oh yeah, oh it's so weird. It's so friggin' weird. Oh why is the universe so weird? It's freaking me out. It's so weird. Why the universe? Oh why is the universe so weird? Thank you. I usually play that song 2 half steps higher than that, and I couldn't even hit those notes going lower, because that's the kind of event that's what happens, man. When you yell all day, you drop some, and then people are like, you don't sound good when you're video, and they're very concerned for you. It's okay. This too will pass.
All right, you guys, so Hank Green is performing, but we're gonna wrap up the video right here. This is the end of VidCon 2018 US, and there's fireworks happening even, and everything's getting taken down. It's really sad.
It's always sad.
But I hope you guys enjoyed the vlogs this last few days. Make sure to stay tuned because we're going to Disneyland tomorrow, so I'm still gonna film that too, and that should be up soon. And thank you guys so much for watching. Please click the subscribe button if you enjoyed it. Click over here to see all the rest of the VidCon videos. Go watch last year and the year before if you want to also. And we'll see you tomorrow. Bye! Bye, VidCon.
Bye.
I miss you.